All right, so I am here today interviewing this lovely young student about learning to read. And so, why don't you tell everyone what your name is and who you are and how old are you?
Okay, my name is Jacob and I am 9 years old. I'm in fourth grade.
Awesome. Okay, so Jacob, I wanted to ask you, what does having a challenge with phonemic awareness mean to you?
Uh, hmm, that's a bit of a hard question. I really, hmm, I don't really think I can answer that question right now. I can't really come up with something. Uh, what it
Okay.
means to me. Uh, at first it kind of made me felt stupid.
And then what happened once you obviously don't have that problem so much anymore? What did it feel like when that changed for you?
Well, I felt like I doubted myself a lot, and I was proud of myself, and everyone was proud of me, and now I love reading lots of books. In fact, I have now read, what was it? So, that one, that one, that one, that one, that one. I've now read about 6 or 7 books in about 2 weeks.
Wow, that's amazing. So you must feel pretty good about yourself.
Yes, and the one of the books has 200 pages, and the rest have 100.
That's amazing.
So yes,
Good for you.
I have improved, and before I could not read a 4-page book.
It's a huge difference. Very cool. All right, so let me ask you this. In what ways do you think that this challenge has given you particular strengths?
One of the strengths I personally think is that I had a little more time to maybe think about it, I guess. I just think I had a little more time to, I guess you could say, train.
Okay.
And that's what I feel.
And what are some other strengths that you have? What are some things that you're really good at?
Well, I'm very good at looking at pictures and then being able to tell a story out of it. Because before I could read, I would actually still grab a book, look at the pictures, and then read the story in my own way.
That's really interesting. So you kind of created your own story based on the pictures.
Yeah.
Very cool. That's awesome. And I know you have a lot of musical talents as well.
Yes, that is true.
Very musical. Okay. What would you say to kids out there who are struggling with learning to read?
Well, oh goodness.
If you had a kid in front of you right now who you knew was having a really hard time, just like you had a hard time, what would you tell them?
You don't have to think you're stupid. You might think it as much as you do, but you aren't. It might take a long time, and it might have already took a long time, but it always happens. It's natural. Everyone just happens at a certain age. It doesn't like my mom had a student who learned to read when he was 12, and before that, he felt like he was so stupid. All the other kids laughed at him, but when he learned to read, he thought, I doubted myself so much, but everyone learns. Everyone learns at their own time.
That's awesome. I love that message. Very nice. And then my last question for you is for someone who doesn't know anything about dyslexia or having a challenge with phonemic awareness or having a struggle with reading, for somebody who doesn't know anything about what that is, what is an important message to tell them? What would you want that person to know about kids who struggle to read?
Well, most people out there, some like reading, some don't. If you can read, most people who are watching this might like reading. You know, it's reading. People have made lots of fun books for ages from 4 to up to 60 is all I can think of. So, yes, with the hard struggle to read, it's very hard to enjoy some things. And in the world, there's lots of stuff to read to help you understand things. So it's very good to help this cause because for the person who can't read, you know, a lot of things get taken away from their life.
Wise words. Awesome. Anything else you want to share with anyone watching this?
No, I don't think so.
All right. Thanks so much, Jacob.